Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here on No Man's Land with Grober Games. So I got one load of trailer in between the episodes full of logs here, and we're going to take it in town and sell it. And I was kind of looking over here, and it looks like our beans are not quite ready yet to be harvested, so that's kind of good news. The issue that we're running into is I kind of took a quick inventory of what we have left for trees over here. And I think we only got like 12 trees left we can actually cut on our property, which is not a good sign for us, unfortunately, right now. And one of the first things I checked today was that there's actually, I didn't realize there was like a wood pricing table. And we're at a good price now for lumber, so we're gonna take this load in. And I was checking silage. And our silage is actually at a pretty decent price right now. It's like 315 bucks for every 1,000 liters. So I think we're gonna, I think we're gonna, we might chop down, I haven't decided if we're gonna chop down a few more trees and load them up and haul them in, or if we should take our log poles off and haul in our silage bales. I'm kind of leaning towards silage bales right now to clear up their yard a little bit. And just cause I feel like we'll make a good amount more money off it. Cause the biggest thing we need to do right now is we really need to invest into another piece of property is what it's coming down to. Especially that 12 or 22, and I think we might head over there at some point during this episode and kind of scout that area, but we're barely halfway there to being able to afford it is the issue too. So I think we're gonna end up just selling the silage bales that are fermented already, and then we'll hang on to the other 20 some bales we made or last session, and that will still have enough to get by. Like right now we need the money, and I think the best way to make it is just going to be getting rid of those silage bales. So I think we'll load those up, and then once we get that done, we'll chop down what trees we have left if we don't have enough money. Otherwise we can't. So the other predicament that we're in right now is that we can't really haul the tractor over there because we still kind of need the tractor here yet. Just for the fact that we still got quite a bit of work it needs to do. Like we still got that wagon full of grain in there that we're gonna have to sell at some point. I wonder. No, we'll just pull the truck along over here. Yeah, right there. I think that'll be a good spot. And we'll get these all opened up. But I wonder. Oh, I didn't know if I could just hold the button or I had to click it every time. Looks like I had to click it every time, but we're gonna get that all fired up here. And we're gonna start selling off we're gonna sell off all those silage bales this episode. I think that's the smart thing to do right now. Because the other thing is I still want to buy a tree planter and start replanting that hill up there and get that all situated. And then I decided we're gonna hold off for now till maybe next spring for our cattle pasture. Just because by then we should have more than enough money saved up to be able to afford it. And then we can buy the water tanker if we need to, if we buy that pasture or if we buy the other one. because we also need to buy a tedder. Well, I shouldn't say we need to. So I want to get the best production I can out of the cattle. Since we can't make TMR, hay is going to be the best route for us. And with that, we need a tedder for all the grass we would be cutting to turn it into hay. So I kind of went exploring earlier today before I got back started on this session to see if I can find any relatively cheap tedders that are decent size. And I found one, but it's like just as wide as the mower, if not a little smaller. So but it's only a few $1,000. But I would like to get one a little bit bigger than the mower, just so that way it doesn't take forever for us to tedder everything. And that way we would have, so if we get that excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of losing train of thought again already. But that way we can get the tedder and then we can feed the cattle hay bales, which will help them be a little bit more productive. And that way we can get the plan is we're gonna end up getting beef cattle. The pasture's just not a good setup for us to try and milk, especially with all the other work we have going on. So eventually I like to get a bar, there goes that bale. I would like to get like an actual barn set up, but that's a little ways out of our future yet, because before we get that, I think I would want to invest into our chopper and stuff too. And that would, my plan is, I guess, when we go to invest into that barn, my goal is to have all the, come on, why aren't you coming off? Stubborn thing. I know you don't want to go, but you gotta. But I guess my goal is when we put up the barn, I want to be able to have all the silage and stuff made or the capability to make it. That way when we buy the cattle, we won't be struggling that whole like first year, so to speak. If that makes sense, with trying to make all the feed and such, TMR feed and such like that. So that's what my ultimate goal is. But like I said, that's still quite a ways off for us yet. We still got, like, I feel like we made pretty great money this first year of being out here so far. But we still got a lot of investment to do before we get there. Like, we'll need a bigger tractor to run the chopper and such, because I kind of have a plan to buy a pull type chopper, just to have something like we do at home. Might push that bale on a little further if we can. Let's try it. There we go. Before we can even get to that point, we still need another tractor, maybe two. But we'll definitely probably need two by that point, because I want to run those silos by JMF modding, so we would need a tractor for a blower, one to haul the loads in, and another to run the chopper itself. So we need almost 3 tractors, and we're still sitting here with one yet. So, but the plan for today is like I said, we're gonna load up all these silage bales. We're gonna get them also, because I think $3.15 is gonna be a good enough price for us for now. We could wait a little longer, but I feel like it's gonna be best for us to sell them right now, especially since the price is still slowly rising last I checked the market. Does not want to come off because of the strap goofing. I feel like the strap is goofing with this, isn't it? Never had that before. Never noticed that before. Maybe. Well, let's just take all these straps off then, I guess. Now. Nope, I didn't mean to restrap there. I'll be dang. Come on. Oh, I was I must have been rubbing just enough up on the front box there. But no, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get all these bales loaded up and hauled away. And then when we get back, we'll probably put the logging poles back on, and we'll probably log whatever trees we have left. If we make enough money... Oh, bales are kind of being finicky with me today. I don't know what's going on. But if we make... Let's say if we get like to 106,000... or maybe 90,000, I might come back. I might buy a tree planter. And we might buy a... Oh, come on. I am just not having a good day right now with loading stuff up. And it's starting to get to me a little bit, not gonna lie. But if we have about like 90,000 at the end of selling all these bales, I might just go ahead and buy a tree planter. And we might, once we finish logging all the trees we have left over here, we'll more than likely start replanting everything so that way we can get stuff to regrow and repopulate that hillside over there. Because the other thing we still gotta buy too yet is an actual place for us to live in this winter. Because like I said, I don't really want to be camping out in a tent again this winter. It was fine because the winter was already half over, but if we're gonna be logging and such, it'd be nice to come home to a warm household versus a tent. Tent's not really a home, so anyways, so. But yeah, that'll be the plan temporarily right now. So we'll jump into the time lapse here, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Something's holding me back. You feed my ego. Together we go. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite to take you through the night. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite to take you through the night.
All right, everyone, we're getting closer to the end of the session. We've made just enough money to where I'm happy. We're at 108,000, and we're gonna take a chance, and we're gonna buy that the tree planter today. Let's see here, 26 grand, and we're gonna mod to go 8.1 miles an hour. We'll grab that. Oh, and there's one other thing we forgot to buy from her. The most important thing. Our replacement trees. And there was a mod that I found that the more trees we buy, the cheaper they can be. The cheaper it'll get. We're gonna just start with a. I think we're just gonna stick with the spruce. They seem to be. What's the difference between type 1 and type 2? We're just gonna go with the regular spruce. Not overthink it, so we're gonna get that. And then we're gonna pull off the logging forks while we're here, quick. We'll get that loaded up on the truck and trailer here. And to be honest with you, I've never actually used a tree planter in Farming Simulator before, so this is gonna be a new experience for me. We'll just get that loaded up on here. Flipped around so that way when we get there we can just back the tractor up to the trailer and up the trailer and get the tree planter hooked up. I'm sure the Oliver will be able to handle it just fine, even though it's gonna be slightly underpowered, so to speak, but we're only gonna be planting that hillside. We're not gonna be going too crazy with it. And whatever trees we have left over, we'll find a home eventually for them. Not sure where, but we're just a few $1,000s short now from being able to buy the next property, which is not that big of a deal because we still got our sorghum to sell, and that should get us more than enough money to be able to buy that property. Either 12 or 22. I keep talking about it. I think in between episodes I'm going to go over there and kind of scout the area quick and see which one is more to my liking, because I think when we go over there and start clearing trees out, I think we're going to clear enough trees out, and we're going to talk to someone about getting our own sawmill out there, so that way when we get to the point we can go out there, take our tree planter out there. You know what? I was gonna haul it back, but we gotta drop the weight off anyway, so it's not like it's gonna hurt anything to leave it up here. But as I was saying, when we get enough trees cleared out up out there, we'll pave a road out there so that way we can get someone to come out and we could put up our own little sawmill out there, and I think that'll help make life a little easier. I think is probably the best way to put it. We can just chop the trees down and pull them directly to the sawmill. I'm not sure why I'm going this way with it, with the tools. But we'll chop down all the trees, pull them directly to the sawmill, and then we can start turning them into planks. And maybe at some point we can put up our own little version of an IKEA store out there and start making our own furniture. I'll have to come up with some other clever name besides IKEA. Oop. Didn't want the weight to drop like that, but there we go. So let's get this backed up there. Hopefully, it's not going to cause any issues for the Oliver, because okay, we're good. Maybe. Let's see. Well, let's see how this thing works. That is... That is not a good sign. Oh boy. So apparently, this Oliver is not compatible with the tree planter. That is actually really bad for us right now. Well, we know what? We're going to end the episode here for now. I'm going to sit here and think about what our next option might be. We might have to invest into a newer tractor a lot sooner than I was planning. Oh boy. Paint's really starting to peel there. And I'll have to take some off-screen time and figure out which tractor is going to work with this tree planter, because we really can't invest into another dud and be that much further behind for money. The good news is, even if we do invest in another tractor, I could take down these last few trees, and I think that'll give us more than enough money to still buy the next piece of property if we need to. Even if worst case scenario, if we have to park this away for a few little logs till we can buy a new tractor and then come out here and replant trees, we can do that as well. But that's where we're going to end it today, everyone. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give a thumbs up to the video. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date everything. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.